Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the video. Welcome back to probably the last run here, because as you can see, they've already started paving. I thought this was going to be all grass, but that is not the case. So yeah, I'm out enjoying the last little bits of coming here I can. My hill is now different also. This is a different mound, and all my nice kind of little slopes that I'd kind of built up between the last 4 or 5 runs of different cars being here is now gone. So yeah, we're over here. I can see the dirt. Oh, there we are. I could see the dirt. I just couldn't see the car. Now today we are running the Gens Ace 3S 60C 7000 milliamp packs, and I'll show you guys at the end of the video when I get it home back on the bench. These things fit absolutely perfect. They are a perfect size for the tray, perfect size even guys for the Velcro. It's just awesome. Now runtime wise, we probably won't be much different from the first few times I've been out with this thing, because I was running a 6800 milliamp pack. Yeah. So yeah, runtime guys I think will be kind of close to the same, but at least now I'm kind of utilizing both trays. Should help balance a little bit better. No longer have to worry about that kind of manhole thing that was there. Looks like it's kind of leveled off now. Now guys, I've got huge news coming for the Super Lasernut. I don't know, maybe in the next few weeks. My order for my Vitavon parts has been placed and has already been shipped. As well as guys, I've got my upgraded ESC end motor as well already here. So you're gonna be seeing some fun. I'm not doing anything crazy unless I have to. So, woohoo! Bigger ESC guys, just to help keep the temperatures under control, but the motor is somewhat similar. So we'll see how that kind of goes. But again, we'll cover that in another video. Oh, we got something stuck in the steering again. There we go. So yeah guys, nice, really nice upgrade coming for the Lasernut. Something I've wanted to do to a 1/10 scale Lasernut, and I just never did. And then when I saw the 1/6 come out, I was like, yeah, there it is. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I don't even know what I'm landing on. I haven't looked yet. But that does tell you the kind of confidence I have in this thing. The Super Lasernut went from not knowing if it was going to be all that durable or fun to being an absolute blast. To that, guys, if I always had a spot like this, I don't know if I would have done all the upgrades and all that kind of stuff, because this thing is an absolute blast to drive. I don't know if we can make it up here. Let's see what happens. All right. Maybe a little bit more speed. We can... You know, it's funny, guys, as I do this, these are often the videos that I don't make, that whoa, geez, look at that though. I did not notice that earlier. That would be harsh. Because, you know, this is the kind of driving I enjoy to do. I enjoy just kind of coming out like this and running, but it doesn't make for an all exciting video. You know, we usually like our big jumps and stuff. Oh, we're gonna slowly wear that down. Because again, when we make videos, we want them to be somewhat exciting. And I don't know how it is. To watch, but it's a heck of a lot of fun to drive here. Like I said, I think I've now done 3 videos of the Super Lasernut here. Ooh. Yeah. This thing is an absolute blast. Alright guys, I was just adjusting my steering trim a little bit. Again, should mention, if you haven't watched the last video, running a Radial Link RC8X. So we've got some gyro going on. And that's why, because you can full pin this thing. And look at it go. Again guys, if you go back to, I think, the first running video, you would mash it and it was all over the place. This, pin it, and you just go. I think Radial Link is kind of like the best system because this thing tracks so well. Again, try this here. And again, this guy's, I mean, it might not go perfect, but full pin. That's awesome. It takes such limited control. Yeah. To be able to rip this thing around. And those skinny tires, they like a little bit of gyro. Oof. Full pin. Oh, the thing's an animal. Oh, jeez. This thing is such a beast. And you know, it's funny, guys, because now that I've been driving it, you know, because it's not really a true 1/6 scale, you don't have bigger plastics. When you think of something like a Creighton 8S or an X-Maxx, it doesn't have any of that. So I still would have liked maybe a bigger factory motor, maybe something like a, you know, somewhere in the 1700s, 1800s maybe, just so that you could kind of put a bit of a bigger pinion down. But for this thing having a stock 6S system in it, it rips, and I haven't changed the pinion or anything yet. So I get it, and I think that's why it's so much fun. I don't know where I am. Oh, there we are. Oh, we're stuck. Oh, we're definitely stuck. Wow, that did not land where I wanted it to. Yeah. Oh, so close. Oh, that was hard on the nose. It's funny with this thing because one of the things I didn't think was a good thing, now I'm kind of thinking it isn't a bad thing, is that this is part of the body and the cage, not the chassis or anything. So when you land on that, you're kind of, it goes into the cage first before it ever kind of hits your chassis or your front bulkheads or anything. Now it does kind of, the bumper, the backing plastic does kind of eventually go into the front of the truck and all that stuff, but I think that kind of helps. Oh, bummer. Because we've done a few good nose plants here and the truck seems to survive. Yeah. And the one thing, guys, I will also say, these tires are awesome. It's funny because when they're on the truck, they don't look that small. You take them off and they're the smallest things you've ever seen. They're so skinny, but they just suit this style, this platform so well. That's why you haven't seen any other tires on it. I wouldn't want to. I think these tires do such a good job. They look scale to the Rock Racer, to the Rock Bouncer, that I wouldn't want to mess with that. Oh, yes. Now the unfortunate thing, guys, about today is if I check this thing and it's getting warm, I don't have anything else to run. I did bring out the MT10 and forgot that I had pulled a receiver out of there because I was waiting for another one to show up, or I hadn't bought them yet. So I got all the way here with the MT10, the battery, all that stuff, and was looking on the RC8X and I didn't see it. And then I realized, oh yeah, I pulled that receiver out for something else. And then I also got back my HPI Savage X Flux V2, whatever you want to call it. And unfortunately, my buddy didn't Loctite any of the aluminum that he had installed. So my bell cranks fell apart. Holy Christ! That hooked up. So unfortunately my Savage run ended pretty quick. So the MT10 didn't happen, Savage X ended fast, but the old Super Lasernut, it's still going. Oh, we toppled. All right, we're gonna do one more jump, guys, and then we're gonna check the temps, see how we're doing here. Yeah. And we're also gonna move the ramp back a little bit. So I had put a little kind of crappy Arma fan on that included heatsink, and it seems to be doing the job to keep the temps down, because the first time I was out with this thing without a fan, she got warm. It was a lot of full pins, to be fair, but it's been pretty much, I think, guys, pretty good ever since. Move the ramp back maybe about 1.5 feet. It didn't need much. Whew. The one thing with the tires, though, because there's no weight to them, there's not a ton of correcting. So you're gonna jump this thing, yeah, I could see wanting bigger, slightly heavier tires. Oh, jeez. But again, guys, I kind of prefer these skinny things, plus they turn crazy with that included 905 servo, which is getting an upgrade only because I've got a few good 1/5 scale servos kicking around that I'm not using. So that's the only reason why I'm going to be putting one in, because honestly this servo works fine. You know, it's funny, I turn up the gyro because it does help keeping the buggy straight coming up to the jump, but then just overall driving, I kind of like it a little bit looser. So yeah. Ooh. Again, down on the nose. That time we cleared it again. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, bummer. Oh, this is a bad idea. I'm not going to do that. Definitely, guys, I'm surprised with the kind of overall durability of it. I don't know. It's taken some pretty like awkward hits and it survives. Oh, that was lumber that we just plowed into, and it still feels good. Crazy. Yeah, guys, I think I've said this now in every video. If you're contemplating the Lasernut, but you were thinking that, oh, you know what, it wasn't worth it, or the 8 scale system in a 6S in a 6 scale isn't worth it, isn't going to cut it, yeah, that's not the case. Yeah. Come on. The one thing you got to get used to is that, again, because the steering is so sharp that when you full turn, you're expecting it to come out further, and it doesn't. It's so sharp that it's already turned and headed back into the sand pile. Yeah. This is an enjoyable morning, guys, driving this thing. Yeah. Nope. I don't even know what I'm climbing. I mean, I know it looked pretty bad when I first... Yeah, it's pretty much a wall. I don't know why I keep trying to do that. It's not going to happen. Thing is awesome, guys. Nope. Not what I had planned. Oh, guys, LVC. Frig. Every time, guys. Anyways, we'll talk about today. I'll see you home back on the bench. All right, guys, we've got the Lasernut home. It's back on the bench. It's all cleaned up. And I'm going to do something, guys, different for the next video. So in this video, I talked about the stock tires and how much I like them and how they do a really good job and they look good on the truck. But I remembered how much I also enjoy the Terraforms. And what's nice about these tires is they do already have the aluminum hexes mounted on the back. They also add a little bit of width, so they'll help kind of clear things on the Lasernut, especially when it just comes to the kind of like the turnbuckles in this part of the cage. But, you know, once again, I am absolutely blown away by this truck. And it was funny because as I was kind of just getting things ready for this, the ending of the video, I kind of realized that, you know, this isn't a Arrma. This isn't a 1/7 scale Arrma. This isn't a Fire Team. This isn't a Big Rock. This isn't another version of the Mojave. It's none of that platform. And I think it's kind of easily, you can kind of easily forget that, because when it comes to, you know, the Horizon Hobby company and you think of all the brands, when you see this, you sort of think, well, it could have just been another Arrma with a different cage on it, but it's not. This is a full-on Losi. It doesn't share, as far as I know, any of the parts. The arms and everything are completely different than anything that I've seen on the Arrmas. So this thing, guys, is really an absolute beast. And you can see, like, even on the arms, some of the big chunks that I've taken out of it, yet they haven't broke, they haven't snapped, nothing's bent. The only issue I have is, again, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in another video, the one rear shock kind of was leaking fairly early on. So I don't know if it was something I did. Maybe it was something just from the factory. So I just need to pull that apart and rebuild it so that that's not going to be an issue anymore. And one other quick thing I wanted to show you guys. At one point, I was sort of rambling in the video about the cage and how it kind of tied into the front of the truck. Because again, nothing's broke at the front of this truck, and I've taken some pretty good hits. And this is just kind of what I was referring to. So you can see here, you've got the cage, you've got the body, and it doesn't attach to anything down here. Now, what it does do, I'm going to do my best to kind of show you guys here, is when you do take an impact, it kind of comes down on that front bumper. So the initial kind of impact is here, and then it sort of gets supported by the bumper. And try to give you guys another angle here. You can see everything is good to go. This little kind of brace here, nothing snapped on it. It's all good to go. So I have been very, very impressed with the Super Lasernut. It has been an absolute blast. And to be fair, it's taken more abuse than my Arrma Big Rock has. Now, you could probably say, yeah, I've driven the Arrma Big Rock a little bit harder, but this thing has taken more abuse, and it's probably taken more spills and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see, guys. Either way, next video will be on the methods. We're going to go out and have fun with that. And then after that, we are going to start the rebuild, guys. I have got so much for this buggy now, from fun parts to different ESCs, motors, servos, you name it. It is going to be a fun rebuild. We're going to be doing it this winter because I stopped driving my RCs in the winter because the cold just kills everything and breaks everything. But guys, that's it. As always, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, please subscribe, and have a fantastic day.